Alright guys, here we go. No need for any fancy pedal cams, no socks, no gloves. Don't even need a steering wheel, to be honest. Just keyboard and mouse to play another classic retro simulator. This time it's Grand Prix Manager 2, where you get to run your own Grand Prix team. Every facet is covered. So obviously back in the day we'd play Grand Prix 2, drive around there for a few hours and you'd jump in this thing and you'd manage your team. So runs in Windows 10. I'll put the links to the files in the description below. It's a matter of just downloading the abandonware game and a couple of little files, putting one of the files into one of the Windows folders, and then everything's pretty much up and running. I am running another program now to get it running full screen, because it runs in a very tiny window in the middle of your screen, and the usual Alt F11 that doesn't work, so I've got that running in the background as well to get it actually up on screen properly. So as we can see, main screen here, a few options. Obviously, a long-term contract, you can do, I think, up to a 10-year rolling contract. A short-term contract's pretty cool because there's little scenarios in here. Like here, you've been given $20 million to turn a team around within 3 years to win 3 races. And there's a whole heap of other scenarios there where you got the best engine, you got to win a championship or you lose your job. So they're basically over about 3 seasons, I think. We're just going to jump in, do a quick start here. Let's go smack in the middle in terms of difficulty. Let's choose McLaren, my favourite team back in the day. Although at this time, 96, they were sort of on the downward slide a little bit. And there we go. So we're onto the main screen. So it's all very quiet. It's going to be just a man pressing buttons on the screen, but it was super engaging. So we've got a budget here of $8 million for McLaren. Now at the top here, we've got all our different quick map buttons to the various things you can upgrade and change and all sorts of things. So let's go back there. So the first thing we need to do is make sure all our contracts are all set up. And obviously our engine is with Mercedes. We've got I think a 1-year deal, so 16 races there. That's already all set in. This is what the game is, basically clicking around, setting out contracts, bringing in money through your sponsorships. It's actually super detailed. So at the moment we have no tyre contract. As you can see here, the best tyres, they cost $10,000 per race, already supplying 3 teams. So let's waste that money. Why not? You can also try and negotiate the price as well. If you go too low, it will be obviously denied. There we go, and unfortunately the game does jump back to the desktop sometimes with that full screen program running, but it flicks back and forwards. There's no real issue. So we've got the tyre contract done. We need some spare parts contract as well. Let's get the second best one. And lastly, fuel. You don't need a security contract, but it does later on stop you getting your stuff stolen from other teams. $12,000 per race for fuel. Alright, now let's go to the sponsors. We need to bring some money in so we can allocate our department how much time they want to spend on the sponsors in terms of wining and dining them. So the interest is quite low at the moment. And you can see how much their contracts are worth, and where the company is based. So let's just allocate. Let's just do some random numbers there. Get this department busy. You can obviously change how much they spend on merchandising deals and how much they liaise with sponsors. Let's go 40-60. Advice, they've got contracts as well with our sponsorships. So where do we want to go now? Let's here's a merchandise, so we can again do all sorts of merchandise, get sponsor interest up. So the this one here will cost us 32 grand over the next 4 races, but it'll raise our profile. Yes, so let's get that made. It looks like a calendar or a poster. We've got some t-shirts there as well. They're probably not a bad idea. So let's get some t-shirts. 16 grand over the 16 races. Only $1,000 a race. Oh, that's a bit expensive. 40 grand over 10 races for a badge. That's a bit extraordinary. What about a keyring? Everyone loves a keyring. 40 grand. Okay, let's as long as it helps the sponsors, I suppose, get some interest. Okay, so this is where we can sell some of our wares. So we're going to basically fill all these up with whoever is currently offering some sponsorship. We want some money coming in, so let's just basically prostitute ourselves right out here and just put Tory ships all over the car. At some point we'll oh, they pulled out at the last minute. Well, that's annoying. Maybe they've run out of money. And so now we have, no, that's it. So we wasted all our money there. No one wants to put their coin in. We've got some money coming in. Contracts are done. You can also obviously get all your personnel contracts. You can see there are 3 drivers here, the salary that they're on, including the test driver there. So you can obviously negotiate and renegotiate these. These are all just for 1 year at the moment. So obviously as we go through the season, we'll definitely try and re-sign some drivers. You can also have a look at the other teams and see what they're on. So Rubens there, $3 million at Peugeot. Alright, so the design of the cars, this is where we change all the bits and pieces. We can just hit new parts there and fit everything with the best parts, and it'll 22 grand to upgrade everything. Yeah, again, suspension, brakes, steering, the whole lot. And put in a bigger fuel tank as well. Obviously we'll change you can see the weight of the car there has changed, so added 4 kilos with the heavier tank. Different wings, you can see there, they're rated in terms of kilos, so there's a 1 kilo difference there, and again a little kilo here and there will make all the difference to your car. So obviously we've got to also get our R&D department, here we go, working on some of these projects here, so active suspension, traction control, all this sort of stuff. So let's get them started on fully automatic gears. Obviously traction control, we want to have some of that, so we can sneak that in as well. I said super detailed, every single aspect of the team comes under your control, and then at some point you go in, do your races, see how much money you make each weekend, and come and do it all again. That's just an overview of who we've got in the team. Right, let's go to a race. Let's just jump straight in. So we can choose to do the different practice sessions, and we'll do all of them except the formation lap. Choose who we're going to take here. We're going to take all our personnel, so total cost us $240,000 to move everybody all the way to Australia. You can obviously skimp a little bit on hospitality, etc. Let's just spend all the money. Here we are at Albert Park. Just a pretty poor representation of the track, but it sort of looks somewhat like it. And tell your drivers in terms of how to drive. We want Mika to step on it. So good, giving these orders to absolutely go for it. Car set up, so we are here at Australia. It's a fairly fast circuit, so we'll knock out some of the aero. We'll stiffen up that rear suspension as well. We've got all 7 gears. Alright, so let's let them go out there and probably plans the car too. Drive, don't worry about the fuel, just go absolutely nuts. Let's tell them to drive harder as well. So let's just forward this a little bit and see what we've got. Hakkinen out of fuel. That's probably my fault anyway. Alright, we're in qualifying session now, telling our drivers to absolutely step on it. And we're way off the pace at the moment. Soften that rear suspension. Alright, so I didn't do a great job there with Hakkinen. I had all that to focus there on David. And Mika was 5 seconds off the pace. David qualified well in third there. I don't know what I was doing, just absolutely pressing buttons willy-nilly, that's for sure. There's the starting grid for the Grand Prix. The guys some new tyres to start the race on. As I say, lights out and away we go. This is the exciting bit, getting to watch your car run around the track and try and control. I've just got to get used to again read all the buttons to do because there's a lot of stuff going on. And away they go. Obviously the issue orders, obviously Mika's at the back there, so we'll get him to push quite hard. You can see lap by lap, different information coming through, so there's a lot of information coming at you. You see live car data as well. The Williams there at front absolutely smashing the lap record lap after lap. But again, you just get absolutely lost for hours in this stuff. It's just so detailed. Very fun watching your little car go around the track. And pit stop's starting to happen now as well. I'll bring the guys in for a pit stop here. Oh, Hakkinen's out. It's all down to David now. He's copped a drive-through penalty for speeding the pits. A disaster for the first Grand Prix of the year. Alright, so 1-2 for Williams there. Eddie Irvine in third. Disastrous day for McLaren. 18 and 20th. Way off the pace. Alright, so a few emails coming through. We've got our traction control project moving along, the automatic gears, and we've got some worn out parts, so this is a lot of information coming through. We've got 50 grand somehow for the performance in Melbourne there. Oh, and we've lost some technology there because we didn't have any security, so I might have to jump on and fix that problem. So there we go. As you can imagine, a super detailed game. Probably don't have time these days to spend as much time as I did back in the day. Life and other things get in the road because this is just an endless wormhole of menus and clicking and analysing every aspect of your team. So it will take a lot of time. Probably enjoy the driving side of it more, but this is and this was and is absolutely mega detailed. So it's working. Grand Prix Manager 2 in Windows 10. Again, great retro rewind, great nostalgia. As always, thanks very much for watching.